Hello everyone, I am here at the beautiful home of stylist Miss Tagoe's closet.
No, my name is Sherry Tagoe.
Terry Shago?
No, Sherry Tagoe of Tagoe's Closet and House of Tagoe. Tell all your friends.
I am singing your praises on Instagram as we speak.
Do you even know how to spell my name?
I sure do. Let's see. T-A-G-F69Z357Z.
Are you serious right now?
Oh, I know. I'm so sorry. I wasn't even on Instagram. I was on the Shade Room. Did you know that Issa Rae is on the cover of Ebony magazine? So, you are the stylist and founder of the House of Tagoe.
That's right, baby. Guilty as charged.
Anyone who's anyone knows to come to you for all of their fashion needs. So, how do you help your clients look their best?
So the first thing I do is assess my client's overall style.
Oh, can you assess me?
No, I don't think I want to.
Oh, please, 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 please. Pretty please, Sherry.
Fine, but only because you seem really, really desperate.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't even know where to begin. You have as much style as Mr. Potato Head, and he doesn't even wear clothes. Just shoes, a hat, a nose, and some glasses. No, that doesn't work on you either. There's something about your hair, though.
Oh, do you like it?
I don't know. It looks like a funny hat. You know what? I've got just the thing for you. Try this on.
Gimme, gimme. Now no one can see me.
That's right. They can't.
Would you consider this a fashion statement?
Oh, absolutely. Just take it off.
So, what can you tell me about Tagoe's closet?
Clients come to me with a closet full of stuff. We get in there together, we organize, we clean out, and we try to create a more personalized space for them to utilize.
So, I have a picture here of one of my closets. Tell me what you think.
It looks like
Oh, come on, really?
It's literally a picture of you using the toilet.
Sorry. So word on the street is they call you the Closet Whisperer.
That's correct. And they call you the In the Closet Whisperer.
Really? But I'm out.
Well, you should go back in and change into something else.
All right, how about this?
No.
And this one?
Definitely not.
Okay, what about now?
I will you up.
And this one?
Oh, that's perfect.
Sherry Tagoe, thank you so much for all of your styling help.
Anytime. You know what? It's time for you to get the out of my house.
Welcome to Junket Jam Live. I am your host, Christopher Albert, or as many of my viewers like to call me, who the hell is that? It's me. I would actually like to thank my viewers for at least watching, so thank you so very much, Mom. I love you. Now, my mother isn't necessarily a fan of the show. She just has no idea how to undo the auto-programming I set on her cable box. Now, she might not watch my show by choice, but if she ever wants me to visit her ever again, she knows what she needs to do. Right, Mom? That's right. Look at our amazing studio audience. You guys look great. So beautiful to have you here. The last time I had an audience this fun, I remember I was at the New York Comedy Club where two drunk girls and their boyfriends beat me up. That is a true story. People can be so violent when they don't like your dog jokes, but I couldn't help it. That's what they look like. But I look pretty great today, right? Look at this jacket. Look at this. Now, if I turn it around, I don't know if you could read that, right? We are the world. We are the children. We are the world that left. We are the ones that left the world for our children. That's what it is. I actually co-wrote this jacket with Quincy Jones. It's all we got up to, because as soon as I got to his recording studio, he called security on me. But this jacket was actually repurposed and redesigned by our guest today, Miss Sherry Tagoe. Yes. And she has no idea I stole it out of her dressing room. That's what's going on here. Look away, Sherry! So when you see her later, you can tell her that's what she gets for doing a show with a Puerto Rican, okay? Thank you. I'm actually surprised at how many of you fail to follow protocol by not putting away your valuables when a Puerto Rican walks into the room, right? Look at that. See bags and watches and jewelry. I really don't believe you should believe in all stereotypes you hear about Puerto Ricans, though I do know of some Puerto Ricans who have stolen stereos of many types. All of our fathers can't be perfect, can they? No. Now, other than how we typecast, not many people know much about Puerto Ricans, except the fact that if you ever do meet a Puerto Rican named Maria, just like the hurricane, she is likely to lie to you about how many people she has killed, okay? So, stay away from her. She belongs in jail. Now, Puerto Ricans are loud, eccentric, and proud people. So, please accept my apologies if any of you live next to one, all right? My grandparents used to tell me all the stories about when they actually first migrated here from Puerto Rico with their families and friends. And Puerto Ricans were just so happy to come to the mainland and live the American dream, which is why half of them immediately signed up for the armed services and the other half signed up for food stamps. Yes. I lost you guys with that one. Okay. That's all right. Now, Puerto Ricans are very diverse by nature, right? Because we are part Spaniard, which when you think about it, explains our need to steal, right? Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are part Taino Indian, and just like our native ancestors, most of us don't own any land anymore either, still renting. And based on my father, who disappeared when I was just a baby, some of us Puerto Ricans are also magicians. Thank you, Ray. Okay. Now, we are also part African. Now, you can't tell this by just looking at me, but I do have a big black tattoo right here. It's right. It's of a black penis, guys. Now, like our African-American neighbors, Puerto Ricans come in all colors, right? We can be very dark, like Joe Jackson, right? We could be a nice mocha skin color, like Janet Jackson. We can be high yellow, like LaToya Jackson. Or we could be red bone, like Michael Jackson. Or zebra skin, like Michael Jackson. Or melanin deficient. You get it. Okay, that's good, Ray. You got it. No, I miss Michael Jackson. I feel bad for dead celebrities in nothing but Halloween costumes, but they look great. Okay. Now, not many people know this, but back in the day, in the hood, people referred to me as Mahalia Jackson. Not because I was the queen of gospel, but because I was a queen. Hey. Sorry to disappoint you, young lady, but I still cry to Mariah Carey music in the shower. That's me. But believe it or not, I wasn't always the queer that you see in front of you. I used to date women. Shocker. Or did they date me? Okay. I remember the last time I slept with a woman. She was really pregnant. And yeah, she was a sister too. For everybody here knows, but for those of you at home who don't know what a sister is, that is a black woman who will kick your ass if you still act like you don't know what a sister is, okay? But obviously, maybe you can help me out, some of you sisters who are here. Obviously, a black woman was not dating a Puerto Rican for stability, right? No, she wasn't. No, what she wanted was a mixed race baby with good hair, right? Right? Yeah. But that was never going to happen because we all know that the people with the really good hair are the Asians, right? And let's be honest, when was the last time you've seen a sister with an Asian man? Never, right? Never. That's because no one gives up sausage for a spring roll. It's just not going to happen. This is not a question and answer segment, guys. But I got you. Imagine Tiger Woods. Okay. I like Tiger Woods. I love my Asian friends. I just could never tell, you know, whether they're smiling or crying. You know, I don't know that. What I do know is if you ever see a young Asian woman carrying a broom, you should run, okay? Because she's not there to sweep, okay? She's there to sock it to you. Run. It's too soon for that one. Yeah. Okay, it's too soon. Yeah, now, before we receive complaints, thank you, Ray. I just want to say I'm not a racist. I actually have lots of Asian friends, right? There's Lucy Liu. There's Kimora Lee. And there's, what's her name? Pork fried rice. Okay, that was racist. Now, for the record, I do believe that Asian women can drive. It's just really hard for them to see, you know, because of, you know, yeah, they also wear false eyelashes as well. That's them. But back to the mixed race babies. Because they're so popular now, right? They're really popular now, right? Because everyone seems to want one. They're just like the Air Jordans of all babies, right? Holly Berry. Now that's because...
Air Jordans of all babies?
The Air Jordans of all babies. You obviously like that one.
I'm still with the spring roll and the sausage.
I'm not even going to guess which one you are. Okay. course.
I don't know, I would.
Now, because listen, I mean, you could have a black and white baby, and as we have found out, that baby could grow up to become, the president of the United States. Thank you, Obama, for that. Yeah, one. You could also have a black and Puerto Rican baby, and that baby could also grow up to become president as well of Cell Block D, right? Yeah. Now, me and my missus at the time, we didn't get to have one because she suffered a miscarriage, which, at the end of it was fine because during our relationship, she slept with other men, so I had to dump her and go sleep with other men. But and the sad part is for me is I never got a chance, to hold my, mixed race baby in my hand and be the father I always wanted to be, which was a black one. I always wanted to be a black dad. Yeah. Bill Cosby, but look how well that dream turned out. Which obviously shows I wouldn't even know a good father figure if one stood right in front of me, But if he wanted to stand behind me, he could be my daddy anytime, right? That's. It's like what my grandmother used to always say, who needs a dad when you could sleep with someone else's, right, Abigail? That's right. Now, I don't need to do crazy things like that anymore because I've been happily married now for 4 years, and thank you. So when I say happily married, I mean he's totally younger. Yeah. Who's the daddy now? I am. Okay. I just don't understand this notion that, just because I'm married to another man, that one of us has to be the girl in the relationship, because I feel like we're both men, right? Why can't we both be the girls, right? That's us. Now, my husband, who isn't here right now, is amazing. And, what makes him amazing, you might ask, is simple. He's not here right now. But he will be watching. Won't you, honey? Won't you be watching? Well, I hope he does, because we have a great show, and we have a great guest today, because sitting down with me coming up is stylist and founder of Haus of Tagoe, and Tagoe's Closet is Miss Sherry Tagoe. So stick around, guys. This is Junket Jam Live. We will be right back.
Very good.
Thank you, guys. Welcome back to Junket Jam Live, everyone. Yes. My guest today has a unique aptitude for not only creating, but discovering style. With an exceptional eye for everything chic and fabulous, she's a personal shopper who is dedicated to helping others achieve their own fashion goals by also sourcing and unearthing rare fashion finds. Not only does she assist others with their outward expressions, but she also facilitates the transformative endeavor of helping other people declutter and organize their homes, particularly their closet. She goes by many titles: fashion stylist, consultant, and advisor. She's also a writer, blogger, and illustrator. And she still somehow finds the time for her most important roles: educator and mother. Please help me welcome stylist, artist, activist, entrepreneur, founder of Haus of Tagoe and Tagoe's Closet, supermom, Miss Sherry Tagoe.
Thank you.
Hi.
Sit down.
Sit down. Enjoy. Stand up, stand up. They're here to see you.
Hi.
They're not here to see me.
They are.
We'll see about that.
Thank you for that amazing introduction.
Well, thank you for your amazing presence, Sherry. Thank you so much. Now, I want to start real quickly because you are a stylist.
Yes.
And you look so beautiful today, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
So, how would you describe your own style?
I tend to lean towards like androgyny. I love men's fashion.
Yeah.
So I'm always in the men's section of some
Is
sort.
that because you can then take anything, a men's piece, and tailor it to however you
Definitely,
want? Are you limited
definitely.
by women's sizes?
No, not as much as it used to be.
Yeah.
Now it's definitely a free fall.
Yeah.
But it used to be quite limited.
Okay, now, just in your own words, what does style actually mean to you? What significance does it have? Because I know a lot of fashion designers have a distinction between fashion and style. So can you explain that to us real quickly?
Sure. So, I mean, for me, fashion can depend on like environment, can depend on what's trendy, what's hot. It falls into groups, it goes down to individuals. But with style, I think it's something that's internal that you bring to other people by things you may wear. The culture that you may represent,
Right.
What makes you feel comfortable, what makes you feel good. For me, that's style.
Yeah.
There's not just one.
I never even thought about that. Style is
Yeah.
can be obviously environmental. It's part of your
Yeah.
culture.
Yeah.
So now you are a personal shopper.
I am.
She is. Now, what is a day like for a stylist? I mean, from consultation to delivery, briefly, how does that look? Like,
Well, I can run over a recent one that I had. I actually just went away for a little bit, a couple of days.
that's right.
I went to Pennsylvania, but right before I went away, I got a call for someone that is starring in a video. And he wanted something really eccentric, bright, and colorful, but he's 6'5" and about 240, which is difficult to shop for given height and weight, but he needed it as soon as I got back.
Yeah.
So something like that would mean me getting right on it, taking his budget, whatever that may be, and going and trying
obviously
to source
that's
that.
important. You need to know
Very
what you're going to be
important.
working with.
Very, very
okay.
important.
Now, you also shop, right?
I do.
Now, you shop, as you say, specifically for the thrifted, the vintage, and the dead stock.
Yes.
What the hell does that mean,
Okay.
Sherry?
So we obviously know vintage is dated. Vintage can take you anywhere from 1930s, 1940s, 1970s. Classic.
Yeah.
Classic. A lot of what we see coming back now. Dead stock means it's no longer in production.
Okay.
Means, for example, this blazer I may be wearing, it may be a men's Tom Ford jacket, but he may not make this jacket in charcoal gray anymore. He may only make it in black or beige.
How dare you? That's news to me. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know what you're doing, and that's why people come to you, right?
I try.
Now, you said, I think so.
I try.
Now, you have, obviously, thrifting, shopping, style, it's all a craft.
It is.
But particularly thrifting, you say you got that from your mother.
I did.
How instrumental was it for you to be influenced at home?
It was part of our everyday life and still is.
Yeah.
My mom and dad, dad's in the audience.
Hey, Dad.
Thrifting is something, I think it was more thrifting than it was buying things new in my
Yes.
household growing up. So
Right.
it was about the quality, it was about things are just more timeless and just a better production back in the day than they are now.
Okay.
So it was all part of that. I was always in a thrift store younger.
So are you, is it harder to find pieces now, or?
No, not
No.
really.
There's a
no,
lot
I can
more-
kind of, there's a lot more opportunity, more choices.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you ever shop online, by the way?
Not
No.
really,
That takes
no.
away the joy of what you
I
do.
like to really finger through all the
Yes.
clothing and feel the texture
Yeah.
qualities.
Make sure there's no cigarette burns in what
Exactly.
you're getting.
Lipstick
But
stains.
Lipstick stains.
hard
That's
to get
right.
out.
That's
Oil
okay.
and lipstick.
they're off, right? Okay, so now you also put together, like, for some of your clients, you personalize boxes.
I do.
And baskets.
Yes.
Tell us a little
yes.
bit about that.
So if someone perhaps wanted something for maybe a baby shower or a birthday, someone who would be purchasing it from me for somebody else would tell me a little bit about that person. And I
Got it.
normally have
Oh,
like a
that's great.
questionnaire.
Yeah. Oh, you send them a questionnaire, they fill it out. Okay.
And I try to make it very, very personalized.
Is it, no, so but now you say, now do you make baskets then for like baby showers?
Yep,
and
I do baby
quinceañeras and
showers.
things like that?
Any occasion.
Any
Mhm,
occasion.
We cater to everything.
And does this include like thrifted items as well?
It can, yeah, if that person wants that, if that's the, if that's
Yes.
their
Okay, all right. So now you have Tagoe's Closet, which, if I'm not mistaken, evolved, right?
It did,
It
yeah.
evolved into
Yeah.
something quite literal, right? Because you do closet clean-out.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
now you, well, obviously you're the closet whisperer.
I am.
Now, tell us a little bit about that. How do you?
Well, a client might ask me to come in and just kind of organize their space, organize their life. That could look like a whole floor of an apartment, or it can look like one small closet
Right.
that they just need some sort of order.
Have you ever walked into somebody's closet and been like, whoa, I don't even know where to begin?
Yes, recently, a couple of weeks ago.
So now people, and it happens, right? It's
It
a natural
does.
thing. People form attachments to things and clothing.
Yes.
They're part of memories. Why is it so hard for people to let go?
The memory thing is big. The nostalgic thing is big.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very
Because
therapeutic.
sometimes those memories
going
aren't
in.
even good.
A lot of the times they're damaging or negative or from places of trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's just like a security blanket, even though we hide it in the closet.
true.
So, well, I want to talk about that, right? Because closets can be used for dumping and hiding things.
This is true.
Right? But you could also put, your nice wardrobe and linens in there. Why is it important for anyone, to keep the things that they love so much more organized?
Well, easier to find it, easier to put your hands on it when you need it.
Yes.
Really amazing to pass down if you plan on having children or families, or if you just have someone that you want to pass something down, family heirlooms. I don't
Yeah.
think we have enough of that now.
Well, you're wearing a few family heirlooms
I
right
am,
now, aren't you?
yes,
And
yes.
these belong to Grandma?
Yes, definitely. A couple of these were from my grandmother's kind of jewelry box. She had a
Did she have
large
everything
collection.
organized?
She was more organized than, I was quite surprised.
Yes.
Because our Tagoe clan is not the most organized. So,
But you've conditioned yourself to
I
learn how
have.
to be.
Oh, I can organize the heck out of someone else.
So, now I want to talk, so now you have Tagoe's Closet
Yes.
and House of Tagoe.
Yes.
Right? I love saying that. So, you're a black business owner,
I am.
right?
Black
now,
female business owner.
I'm sorry?
Black female business owner.
Black female business owner.
Tick, tick, tick.
We're going to get into that distinction, right? Because now, GuidantFinancial.com says black business ownership has skyrocketed by 400% in the last year. I don't have all the details here, but it's like Texas, California. I don't even think New York is in the top 10.
It's
but does this survey surprise you at all?
No.
No.
No, it doesn't. I mean, why give your money away when
Yes.
you can keep it in-house?
Yeah.
Invest in your own.
Now, are you feeling the love? Do you feel like you get support from black clients and other black artists
Yes.
and black business owners
Tons of support.
for your business? Yeah.
Every time a name or a contact is passed, that's supportive.
Yeah.
And I try to do it for other people as well.
How important is that to you? Then?
Very
Yeah.
important. Very important.
So there is a disparity, right? So out of that 400% increase in the business over the black-owned businesses, 63% were men and 38% were black women. What are some of the challenges do you find being a black woman business owner? I'd imagine you are a caretaker, right?
Yeah, I am.
That could-
So time is very limited.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm a mom.
Yes.
So my full-time job is being a mom. So I have to work my business around that. And it's doable, but the balance can become a little bit difficult.
Do you feel like, obviously not for you, because that's the challenge in finding that time and just to keep going and fitting that in, and you're meeting with clients and you're setting up appointments and you're changing diapers and you're finding daycare and you're doing all these important things.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a hindrance to some women?
I think it can be, but
Black women.
Yes, I think it is. I mean, this is not a stranger thing, but I am kind of doing this on my own.
Yes.
It's not a foreign piece of information.
Yeah.
So, being Elias's mom, that's my son, he's a lot. He takes a lot.
Yeah.
You know, it's intense. But I guess a little bit of a loophole I found is that it's always bring your son to work day with me.
Yes, it's
so
always.
he's
That's
part
right.
of the package.
Yes.
You know, he's part of the
Isn't that
package.
amazing? I mean, you get,
Yeah.
your child is not going to have to turn on the television to be inspired. He could just be inspired at home. He could
Thank
be
you.
influenced at home.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now, you also, like you did jail time, you did a stint. You lived in the UK.
I did.
You
Yeah.
did, right?
Yeah.
Now, I want to talk about, I guess, style and fashion.
Mm-hmm.
What is the main difference, I guess, in your opinion, between London and New York?
In London, so I favor London fashion. I'm sorry, over. I'm sorry, over New York.
I can see that.
London, I've always found they go on a scale of color. You always see the pairings of like the gray, the black to the white, or the blue to the sky blue to the. That's how the dress is. It's a theme, and I really, really love that. I don't personally see as much as that here.
Okay. What do you
Sometimes
see here?
a lot of uniform and a lot of trends, which I'm a little anti-trend.
Got it. Got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. And in uniform, you just mean there's a lot of 9-to-5ers walking around the streets.
No, but if one particular pair of jeans is really popular right now, I see a lot of people in that particular pair. It's not necessarily styled.
Well, aren't I lucky? Thank God I can't afford what's in trend. So, now you have met some of your style icons.
I have.
Sherry.
Yeah.
So let's, I have a picture here.
Oh gosh.
Here's you with Kenneth Cole.
Yeah, Kenneth Cole.
Look at you. Tell us about this.
Oh, he's really nice, actually, really charming.
I don't want you to tell me about him.
He
I want
is.
you to talk about this experience.
Yeah, he was really
He was really
charming.
nice.
Yeah,
Really
I gotta
nice.
talk about that because that's important. Because I don't know what, but my first impression was that he wasn't before I met him, and then when I did, I was glad to be wrong.
Well, it's always good to be
Yeah.
wrong in the positive way, right? Because
Yeah.
you always think,
Yeah.
oh, when I meet them, and then
Yeah.
when they really, you're like, well, your career could be over any day now. So,
Yeah.
you also have a photo here with Isaac Mizrahi.
Yes, Isaac Mizrahi.
Where was
Yeah.
this at?
This was at 92nd Street Y. He did
Okay.
kind of a talk and a discussion about a new book and collaboration he was doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was like, was it a Q&A?
It was kind of, but then there was like a kind of a mingle situation afterwards.
Oh, so you could mingle.
Yes, we could.
So-
So we had
so-
a little bit of a conversation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anything in particular?
Just
I mean,
mainly.
it's somebody you look up to, right?
Yeah, it is. We spoke mainly about Iris, who is a stylist as well. You may or
Okay.
may not know, but we both like her a
Okay.
lot.
So you
that's what we
bonded
spoke about.
over a mutual interest.
did,
a
we
mutual-
did.
Stylist. Okay,
Yeah.
that was fun. All right. Well, that's it. That's all the pictures we have
That's
for now.
fine. I was looking. Like,
So now you are also an educator.
I am.
Well, thank you so much for giving back and sharing knowledge. I think that's very, very important to do,
Thanks, I love it.
especially with youth. Now, is it certain ages, anything you
Yeah.
particularly teach as well?
Yeah, mainly I work with high school.
Yes.
So, 14 to
14.
18 years old.
14 to 18 years
Mm-hmm.
old, a real critical age. Is it just children of color?
It is. Yeah, it doesn't have to be
Have
a set
to
of
be.
school, but right now it is.
Right now it is. How important do you think is it for children to receive education from at least one teacher who they can identify with?
Oh, I think it's extremely important because I think once there are positive influences in their life, everyone becomes a role model. So it's great to be
Yes.
able to see someone that looks like them.
Yeah.
I think that's super important.
Yeah. Now, this is a question, because you're a mother, which we're going to talk about, right? What makes you more nervous? Caring for someone else's child or leaving your child in someone else's care?
Leaving my child in someone else's care.
Why? Well, for the obvious reasons, but any reason in particular for you?
I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, and then it's just
Yeah.
care is never going to be 100% great for me.
You know, right? You know yourself, right? So you know when somebody puts their child in your care,
Yeah.
you're going to be meticulous about that. You're going to be 120, but
Yes.
you're not always sure
Right.
about other people.
Right. This is true.
Yeah. So let's talk about Elias.
Yes.
Elias, thank you so much for help raising our future. That's amazing. I was being sincere. Great, that's my one joke that landed today. Okay. Now he's almost 2.
He is.
Has he already started to develop his own sense of style?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Obviously, it's dependent on what you buy him, right?
Yes.
Does he have like a favorite pair of shoe or shirt or bib?
No, he doesn't use bibs. But
Excuse me.
he has a jacket that he really likes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has a fox on it. He likes foxes.
He likes foxes.
Yeah.
Now, do you have any concerns? Obviously, he's still young. About raising a young black man here in America.
I guess my only concern is society often teaches us that men are not allowed to feel, and I really want to raise him to know it's okay to do that.
I mean, it's not about being effeminate or masculine. It's just
about being in
being a
touch.
human being with your yeah.
So I worry about that probably daily.
Well, I guess if it's already in your consciousness, then you're going to instill that in him.
I'm going to try.
Right? You are going to try. You're doing a great job so far.
Thank you.
So far.
Thank you.
So, does he have any favorite books or shows?
Yeah, I mean, we've moved on a little bit, but for a long time, Llama Llama Red Pajama was his favorite. Favorite. But we've moved on a little bit. Right now, everything is dump trucks. Everything
is dump trucks.
Everything.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a joke in there as well.
No. I mean, obviously with dump trucks you could play. You could play with it with your Legos. You could play with it with action figures. You could throw it into mom's wall, you know.
Yeah.
Does he have a big enough one where he could sit on?
Yep,
Yeah.
he does. He just got one.
And he just leaves a trail of stuff. Okay,
Is this going into a joke?
No, just asking. He's a child. Okay, so now, obviously, Elias is our future. And, you are doing an amazing job. So I wanted to maybe take a peek into his future about what it could be. Oh, my God. Right? So I have some photos here of Elias's possible future, thanks to you being his mother.
Oh.
Okay? So, I'm ready to see that? So here's Elias as a doctor. Amazing. I couldn't quite get his head right. It was
This
weird.
is so funny.
Obviously, you don't know. Does he have any inclination towards anything other than a dump truck so far?
He played the piano this weekend.
I saw that. That's great. Start him young.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay, all right. Now he could also be president.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Good old 44 there. Okay. Now, this one is a little far-fetched.
Oh my goodness.
But it's possible, right? Elias could grow up to be the Black Panther.
He could. That looks really weird.
Now, you do know what happens if your son becomes the Black Panther.
What?
You become Mama Panther.
Oh my God.
Has he seen Black Panther?
He hasn't, no.
Is it too, what?
The noise, the loudness of the noise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's a little sensitive to that?
Yeah. The content would be great though, but just a little bit. We're gonna wait a little.
Now, last one. Now, this was not up to me, okay?
Chris.
Fox News said.
No.
Fox News said it's possible that they could possibly use Elias in the future as an alternate photo for Aretha Franklin.
Oh, too soon.
Too soon.
Too soon.
So now, Sherry, nobody liked that one. I thought that was hilarious.
Too soon.
Everyone puts memes. I guess it's different when you put someone you know on there.
Yeah.
Are we mad at Fox News right now? Is that what it is?
I'm always mad at Fox.
So, real quickly before we go, blackexcellence.com describes black excellence as a mindset along with action in which the black community continues to progress the black community. It's about having the audacity to rise and prosper despite being subjugated by hundreds of years of being exploited and abused. What is your definition of black excellence? Because I know we talked about this when we were taping.
In short, my son, the future.
Yeah.
The future. If I had to open it out a little bit more, just being aware, being safe, and just supporting one another.
Yeah.
And making sure we're not tearing people down.
Yes.
But lifting them up instead.
Building each other
That's the
up.
only way to get to any kind of excellence.
That's right. Okay, so now anyone looking to find information on you, we have House of Tagoe and Tagoe's Closet as well, at
Yes,
Tagoe's Closet.
correct.
All right, so stick around, join us next because Sherry is going to give us a peek at some of her favorite finds and designs. Thank you guys. This is Junkie Jam Live. Stay tuned.
That wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
You did it.
You scared me, Chris, because I didn't know what you was gonna pull out that bag.
Welcome back to Junkie Jam Live, everyone. Thank you. My special guest, stylist Sherry Tagoe, is walking us through some fabulous fashion pieces she has curated and created in this segment I call Sherry Tagoe's Finds and Designs. Hello, Sherry.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, you can give her a round of applause.
Hey.
Now, obviously, as a stylist, one of your jobs that your clients ask you to do is find some pieces that they cannot find themselves.
Right.
Right? And that can be, again, it could be vintage or dead stock, right? Things that,
Definitely.
right?
Yep.
So here we have, what are these here?
Well, these are tortoiseshell 1973 Christian Dior frames from France.
These look lovely. So now, how do you know are they all manufactured from France, Christian Dior?
Not all, depending on the year.
So how do you know that? How do you know that this is legitimately from France 1973? Because it's so specific.
I made sure I went and got them authenticity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it come with like a certificate of
It doesn't,
authenticity?
no, because it's secondhand, it's vintage.
It is vintage.
Yeah, it is.
But
it is.
You just have that eye.
Yeah, but I'm also able to go, when you have a product, you're able to go to the retailer and they'll let you know if it is actually authentic brand or not.
And is that what you had to do?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
I did
all right.
one here in New York and one in the UK.
Wow, I wouldn't have known that. That's obviously a big deal. So we have a Louis Vuitton
We do, yeah.
mini
We have the
briefcase
mini
here.
briefcase, yes. Definitely.
right here. So tell us about this piece. Where'd
Well,
you find it?
Actually, it was a Goodwill on the Upper West Side.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you're going to go to a Goodwill, go to the Upper West Side.
Yeah, it was, and they didn't really know what they had because it was priced very well for me. So it was great.
That's great. So it was just a bargain for you. You're never going to find this. Now, is this the same thing? Is there like a particular year? When you're looking at this, right?
Yes.
And can I open this?
Sure, you can.
So if I'm opening this, you know, we're looking at the lining. We're
Yeah.
looking at everything looks pretty good, right? So are you looking for like tears and things like that
We
as
are.
well?
We're also looking, when you're looking on the inside of the label,
Yes.
you're trying to make sure that there is no imperfection in the actual writing.
Yeah.
It should all be capitalized. It should have the serial kind of mark, and it should say made in France.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Yeah, thank you. Okay. So that's fabulous. Thank
Yeah.
you. Now these aren't sold pieces, right? Or
They're
still
not.
in
No.
your hand?
They are.
Hello, everyone. These need a home. Okay, let's move over to the table here. Okay, so let's start. We have a silk and leather, brightly colored bag over
Yep.
here, right? So why don't let's switch places.
Sure.
Right? At least for this.
Yeah.
So we have tassels. Well, this is
We do.
lovely leather.
Yes.
What is this, though? What is this? Is that leather as well? Is that silk?
That's silk. Yep, that's raw silk, so it hasn't been treated.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's nice. And where did you find a piece like this?
Well,
at?
this was one of three, and this was at a flea market up in New Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of like a ball.
It is. It is. So it came in. This is the medium size. It came in small and large and medium.
Oh,
so this
so
is
a
the
bag and
medium.
a bag and a
right.
bag.
So the small and large are sold.
Yeah. Oh, good, right?
Yeah. it's
I
great.
mean, would you, like in the future, if you ever found like such a rare collection
Yeah.
as this, could they be handed over and sold as one?
They could. It was actually offered up for a set, but
Yes.
the interested parties wanted it separate, so that was
Separate.
fine.
Yeah, everybody
I'm
wants a
very
different
flexible.
size, different uses. Yeah, all right.
Yep.
Now, I don't want to say practicality, but
Mm-hmm.
where would one wear this purse to? It's so fun, right?
Well, the two people that actually purchased it from me, they're both stylists. So they just wanted a really, really out there.
Yes.
They liked the luxury, they said, the bright
Yes.
colors and the gold trim.
Yes.
I mean,
Out of my way, my purse is coming through. This is going.
it stood out to me because it reminded me of
beautiful.
kind of Morocco and all the colors in Morocco.
I like that. I can
so,
see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, beautiful piece. Your eye is fantastic. So
Thank you.
now, tell us about this piece here.
Well, this is actually, this was in a family. This was the grandmother in a family of Mexican heritage origin. This was the grandmother's own bag, her travel
travel
bag,
bag.
her like carry-on.
Yes. And this was woven
yeah.
in Mexico.
It was hand done
Hand.
by the family. Yeah,
And
hands.
you can tell, right?
Yeah, you can. So I didn't know, but then she took me through. I didn't know the difference between it being woven by machine or woven by hand, but then she took me through and you can see where the hand done, it's hand done. You can't really see
Yeah.
it, but it's when it's glued like that, it's hand done.
You guys can't see this, but the hand that sewed this is still in the bag.
It is still
That's
in there.
I like that. All right, this is nice. And it's like, there's so much material. It's leather.
Yes, it
What
is
material
leather.
Is this
It is
then?
leather. This is untreated yarn. So it hasn't
Untreated
been
yarn, so it's
processed. It's
natural
not soft.
color.
It's natural. Yeah.
And it's
It
wood,
would also
obviously.
change sometime with sunlight.
With
so this was
sundown.
probably a little bit darker
So
when
now,
it started.
I know we've already passed.
We have.
Right? You know, so we have the purses here. We have the Louis Vuitton here.
Yeah.
Is there something I should be doing to treat, you know,
Yeah.
garments or specialty bags like
Yeah.
this from sun damage?
Yeah. So what you should do is there's a kind of like a
Don't-
shoe polish that you can put over it,
Yeah.
and that would treat it from any of the outside elements. And don't get it wet.
And don't get it wet. Or just don't go out of your house with it. Just stay at home with it. Just
You
love
could.
it.
You
Stay
could.
at home. It's nice. Okay, so let's go over here.
Yep.
So now this is obviously a children's jacket.
It is.
Right?
Yep. Size 8 to 10, unisex.
So now this is a two-part, right? So first you find the jacket.
Yes.
And then you design it.
Correct.
Tell us about this design here.
So basically, this is an old tablecloth from 1970s that I
How do
just
you
cut
know that?
because it said 1970s on the label.
Oh, okay. She's like, 1935.
It said 1971 on the label. It's the old linen and cotton mix tablecloth.
Now, does age matter in this case in terms of you already know, oh, wow, it's been almost 40 years,
Yeah.
and that means this has been tested over time. It still looks great. I want to use this.
So it does matter. What I would do is, which is what I always do, I always wash and see if there's any kind of wear and tear before I place it on a jacket because I wouldn't want to sell it like that. So I pre-washed the tablecloth and made sure
Okay.
it didn't shrink when drying because that could be a
it's
problem.
like a perfect match.
Yeah.
It's like a perfect match. So is this something you had to put away, and then once this jacket presented itself, you're like, I got something
Yes,
for it.
definitely.
Now, how? What is this done with? These.
This is just a white
beautiful-
fabric marker, acrylic
Oh,
paint, and then I did the distressing with a fork.
Okay, so now she's gonna eat the jacket.
I
Okay,
am.
So you did the back here too. This
I
is-
did.
So all of this, you distressed this yourself.
Yeah, with a fork.
Oh, I love that. That's great. I'm gonna have to. That's a little
Distress and then
trick,
just throw
yeah.
it in the washing machine.
That looks
and
great.
it frays.
And now you also did. We have another shot. She also did my jacket.
Yep, I did.
Right.
I
So
did.
the same thing. You find the jacket.
Yep, I find the
And
jacket.
now, walk us through this process. How did
Okay,
you-
so I washed it twice, and then I ironed it just to get a really, really flat surface, and then
Yeah.
I kind of washed it with a diluted bleach, so it's not that thick. So I then did the lettering, the white lettering first, without the black, with a concentrated bleach,
Oh,
and then did around it with black fabric paint.
yeah, it looks great.
Yeah,
Thank
by
you
hand.
so very much. Yes, by hand.
Everything's by hand.
Everything by hand. And you can find Sherry's hand that's in that in, this
In the bag,
That's
right.
So now we have another piece. We're gonna walk back over.
Okay,
Let's talk about this find you have here. This Make Our Children Safe Again.
right.
Obviously influenced.
Huge controversial style hat.
Yes.
we're not going to talk about who originated.
But now, obviously, you see something like this.
Yeah.
How many of these have you sold?
Can
we talk about that?
We can. About 20, 22 now, yeah.
So how does that happen? You find these?
No, actually, I have them made. Things like this, I have them made. So I came up with the slogan. Again, he's often the source of kind of my ideas. I thought of Elias, just thinking about where the world is going at the moment.
Yes.
And one thing that I wanted for him was for him to always be safe. And I want that for all kids. So this is big with my parents, but it's big with everyone.
Yes.
Right now, educators are buying it from me.
I like that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, regardless of, who's sitting in the Oval Office, we still obviously have other problems going on.
We're going to switch this kind of iconic logo style thing to a more positive representation.
Yeah. And that's the power of what you have. You have that ability. You have that. I mean, it's not just what's beautiful, right? Because these things, just like this hat, can have a different meaning.
Very true.
Right? And obviously these things have been taken care of for so long.
Yes.
Do you ever feel like someone's buying it and you're like, I hope they take care of this?
I do. I always give a little bit of a disclaimer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to come get you.
No, but try to
check
treat
on
it
your
with
pieces?
respect.
How are you doing? Are you still there?
I try to tell people a story if I know it. As far as the source, yeah.
Well, thank you so very
You're
much for
welcome.
sharing your process with us. Sherry Tagoe, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
We are going to be moving to a game segment, right? So hang out, guys. Sherry Tagoe is going to be joining us next. Thank you. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Junkie Jam Live, everyone. Yay! Celebrities are known for getting glammed up for the red carpet. They get their hair and nails done just like anybody else. But that doesn't mean they always look good from head to toe. Sometimes it's just from head to ankle. Believe it or not, there are plenty of celebrities out there who, despite their fortunes, can't seem to get their shoe game in order, or worse, have some real funky looking feet. Unfortunately for them, photos of their crusty hooves now forever live on the internet. Fortunately for us, photos of their crusty hooves now forever live on the internet. Now I have collected some candid shots of celebrity feet and shoe fails. All my contestants have to do today is guess who they are. This game is called Off on the Wrong Foot. Playing with us today is our guest artist, Sherry Tagoe. Come on, Sherry. And our very lucky audience member, Retlaw. Retlaw, come on in. Okay, guys, so this is the way it's going to work. I'm going to read off a clue, right? And whoever presses their light first will get to answer, all right? You guys ready to play? Okay, here we go. Now, your first clue.
Oh, goodness.
Now, between a bitter divorce and a custody battle, can I finish the clue? Is that okay?
Sorry.
I spent all this time writing at home.
Sorry. Carry on.
Between a bitter divorce and a custody battle over her 6 kids, that's right, get ready. This Oscar winner's webbed feet looks like she relieves her stress by tomb raiding barefoot.
Right.
Oh, who is it?
Angelina Jolie.
It's Angelina Jolie. Yeah. Look, you knew the answer and he got it first. So we're gonna wait till I'm done with the clue, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, all right. This rock and roll band frontman once sang, "I don't want to miss a thing," but he clearly missed his podiatry appointment. Who is it?
Steven Tyler.
Oh, you got it. It's Steven Tyler. There you go.
I thought it was a gang member. He throwing up gang signs.
The Crips. This queen of broadcast is a billionaire, but I would bet you $2 more billion that we won't be seeing her ratchet feet on her television network or magazines anytime soon. Yeah.
Who is Oprah?
Who is Oprah?
Yeah.
We're not playing Jeopardy, by the way.
I'm saying with coins like that, you got a hard time guessing.
That's right, that could be anybody, right? Okay, here's the next clue.
Okay.
Tom Cruise probably made her wear a bag over her head during lovemaking, but we're all curious to know what Jamie Foxx makes her do with these dogs. Yes, who is it?
Katie Holmes.
It's Katie Holmes, yes. She's got claws for feet there.
She does.
This R&B crooner infamously beat up his more successful ex-girlfriend, but we're all still waiting for someone to kick his ass for wearing this silly footwear. Yes.
Who is Brown of Chris?
Who is the Brown of Chris? That is correct. That is him. Do you know this is like stylish footwear?
For who?
All right. This. They're there. It's a shoe. It's feet.
Now her toes are clawing.
So yeah. So this faded pop star, most famous for confusing tuna with chicken, now makes shoes, but still can't seem to find one that fits.
Jessica Simpson.
It's Jessica Simpson. That's right. Now she makes shoes. I don't understand. Can't you feel your feet touching the floor?
They maybe only had the Manolos in a size 7.
That's how she gets a grip on
She
life.
just had to. That's how she gets a grip on life. And you got a grip on this game, don't you? Okay. Moving on to the next clue, guys. We're almost done. You guys are doing great. You ready? Being the most famous sister of her entire clan entitles this smutty smut to do whatever she wants, like being the downfall of her third husband, or hanging out in the White House with Donald Trump, or simply not letting pregnancy stop her from squeezing her big fat pigs into these plastic shoes. Any day now. Anyway.
Kim Kardashian.
It's Kim Kardashian.
go with
Look at that.
What year is that picture from? Because she doesn't even look like that.
When was the last time she had a baby?
Oh.
Recent.
Yeah, that's pretty recent. I guess you have to go out styling, profiling, right?
Not like that. Not in pain.
Okay, last one. This infamous fashion editor-in-chief can pick and choose who she invites to the Met Gala, but her peep-toe Manolos are more like escape-toe Manonos. Who is she?
I give up.
Anna Wintour.
It's Anna Wintour. That is correct. I believe Sherry just kicked your ass in this game.
At least she didn't kick me with feet like that.
Thank you guys so very much
Thank
for
you.
playing. I have a prize for the both of you.
Oh, we get prizes?
We get prizes.
Yay!
We get prizes. That is our show, everyone. I would like to thank our studio audience for joining us. Thank you guys so very much. Our very special guest, Sherry Tagoe. Thank you very much for joining us. Linda and Nicole, thank you so very much for helping us today. To quote the late, great jewelry designer, Harry Winston, people will stare, so make it worth their while. Thank you guys for watching. This is Junkie Jam Live.
Thank you. Thanks, sir. Good job.